Hello smelly friends, welcome back over here. I thought that I would share my most worn fragrances of 2023. Now when you have more fragrances than there are days in the year, it can get tricky getting around your full collection of fragrances. So obviously I have a problem, I'm not a normal person. So by most worn, I mean I've grabbed it 3 or 4 times. It's very hard for me to wear one fragrance more than that amount of days if I want to get around in my collection. Plus, I have to try fragrances for you guys, so I'm doing a lot of testing on top of that. But here are my most worn fragrances. One of my signature scents, it's Rose Barbare by Guerlain. I did an unboxing on this channel when I got this fragrance, and I have my name engraved in the back. There's something about the prettiness. I know I'm biased. I'm like, I don't care about packaging, but I do care about packaging as well. So the pretty packaging always entices me, and you can go and get these customized in Guerlain. You can get them engraved. And something about that makes me want to reach for it a bit more. The scent itself is incredible as well. It's just a gorgeous, classy rose fragrance with an unusual honey note and with fenugreek as well. So it's just an elegant fragrance. The sillage of this one just is incredible. And it's not a super duper long lasting scent for the price. Of course they're overpriced. I mean, it's a lot. You're paying a lot. But I do love the scent. I absolutely adore it. Rose Barbare, and it is not the most sold of this line, which I really like. I do not want to be wearing the most popular. Now my next fragrance is a green fragrance. Not just in scent, but in color. It has this green, bluish, tonic-y kind of color. It is called Viride by Orto Parisi. And this is a green, tonic-y fragrance, very herbaceous. If you enjoy, and I was actually contemplating getting Paris Edinburgh by Chanel, Paris Edinburgh. And this one is just more. It is just so much more. So if you like a green, I guess you could call it fougere-esque, but very herbaceous type of scent that is potent in its greenness as well, try this one. It's a little bit aftershavey, I guess some people would say. But Paris Edinburgh from the Chanel line is, I guess, the more aftershavey men's style fragrance in the line. Viride just reminds me of that one, just a notch higher. So I was like, there's no need for me to get that Chanel. I have Viride, which just provides me so much more. It feels like you're just drenched in this green tonic, and I love it. Then I guess this year was kind of the year of the tuberose for me. I've struggled with tuberose in the past, and I just needed tuberose to be with interest for me to enjoy it. So it's actually quite interesting that I just love a heady tuberose now. And this one is called Jala Chant by Jardin. I love this brand. I love their ethos. I love their style. I have a full house review of this, except some of their new ones because that video is a bit older. But this is tuberose garlands, the closest that I've found to actual tuberose garlands that are still dewy outside a temple in Jaipur, okay? It's so picturesque and sweet. So this is a heady floral, which I never thought that I would ever say in my life would be one of my favorites. But this is just a happy scent. It just uplifts me. I like wearing this when I'm feeling down. I know that I can reach for a Jala Chant or another tuberose heavy fragrance, and just puts a smile on my face. So the next fragrance was limited edition, and I'm so sorry about bringing up a limited edition scent. I really try to avoid that for you guys, but I had to mention this because I just grabbed it so much. So I got this bottle, was it July this year? I think it was July. And I've used, quite a bit considering how many hundreds of fragrances that I have. And it is just so easy to wear. This one is Sorry for all the comparisons, by the way. If you haven't tried some of the fragrances that I compare to, I guess you could look them up, but it's just to give a reference point. But if you are familiar with Viride Concentré by Frederic Malle, this is very, very close. And it's not like it's supposed to be a copy or anything. I know that the founder of Beautypie, did I mention this is by Beautypie? I know that the founder of Beautypie mentioned that she really loved an Hermès fragrance, Orange Concentré Verte, I think it was called. So this very orangey uplifting scent, like still very citrusy orangey, so refreshing orangey, but with wonderful raw materials. And so this one smells like really good raw materials. But as you may know, if you are a Beautypie subscriber, that the price is just incredible. I think this was, don't quote me on it, I will have the price on the screen. But watch out for these limited edition Beautypie fragrances. I have their discovery set and I just keep it by my desk when I sit and work from home, and I just spritz them on. They're all just very easy to wear, uplifting. Basically, this is what I wanted Jo Malone to be. Nonchalant, carefree, easy to grab, luxury smelling style, and then way below a Jo Malone price. So since I mentioned Frederic Malle, and obviously I would have the Viride Concentré if I didn't have that, or if I couldn't find an alternative. But this has also been the year of Malle for me, because I've opened my eyes to the brand. Before, I used to just have the lilac fragrance by Malle. What was it called again? En passant. So passing by a bush of lilacs. And I purchased some more Malles this year. One that I reached for a lot was Lys Méditerranée. So this is a white flower, the lily. The lily is so underrated as a flower. It's so hard finding a full-bodied lily fragrance, and this one is photorealistic. So when it comes to my florals, I like them realistic. And this is why I hated florals for a long time, because they always gave me a headache because they were not realistic. They were on the commercial shelves, they were, you know, lab processed florals that smelled nothing like real flowers. And real flowers smell amazing. So there was this disconnect between how real flowers actually smell and how these floral fragrances on the market that I smelled like. So if you think that you don't like florals, try quality. Go for higher quality. Unfortunately, that also means higher price a lot of the time, but you're paying for raw materials here. Lys Méditerranée, photorealistic, beautiful lily. Lily is probably, along with rose, my favorite flower. And yeah, this is just also watery. There's just texture in here as well. Like it's a watery lily, not watered down, but dewy as well, just like the tuberose. Hyper realistic. I love it. So I love combinations of contrasts when it comes to style, when it comes to like everything, when it comes to decor, when it comes to makeup. I love contrasts, and the same also counts for fragrances. So this is a contrasting scent because it is leather, although supple. It's a leather and it's a rose. And I think I've said before that rose and leather as a combination is just to die for. It's not very common. Not a lot of people, dare I say, can get away with it. It just requires a certain pizzazz of character to be able to pull that off, I think, with confidence. And so, just dropped the lid, sorry. And so if that sounds good to you, then try Galop Dames. So as you can see, this is a stirrup for a horse, right? And Hermès is so equestrian of a brand. I've seen another brand that's come out that looks super equestrian as well, which I need to try. But Hermès is the original equestrian, luxury equestrian lifestyle brand, right? And so this is their most equestrian smelling scent. It smells like horse gear, the leathery horse gear. But then it has this subtle, pretty rose as well in the background. And I just find it phenomenal as a signature. This one is a parfum concentration, and it actually also projects. So parfums usually lay closer to the skin, but I find that this both projects, both lasts ages on my clothes as well. If I've been wearing this, that outfit smells of Galop, okay? That becomes its scent. And so I just love it. What else is there to say? I love it. So in the spring, summer, I reached a lot for the green scent. Viride, I love a green scent in spring, summer. And in the high heat, when I want to smell still characteristic, I love a citrus in the high heat, like everybody and their mother, obviously. But I think that a vetiver is also wonderful. Encre Noire is my vetiver of choice for the summer. I have long contemplated getting Chanel Sycamore, and I just cannot justify the price for what it is. Sycamore is still more complex, so if you can justify it, go get Sycamore, but otherwise get Encre Noire, or get Encre Noire first to see if this is something that you like. If you like the style of it, it's an upbeat vetiver. It just is. Smells lusciously earthy. And vetiver has a calming quality about it as well. So if you're, mentally kind of gloomy, vetiver and tuberose are my go-tos. I just know that a vetiver will help calm me, a tuberose will help pep me up and make me happier. So I would like to do a video on aromatherapy just in general, because this is aromatherapy. It's what I do daily. Therapize myself with scent. Then now that it's winter and it's colder, I'm kind of going through seasons of showing you what I wear in different seasons as well. Or at least this year, okay? This is probably going to change entirely for next year. So wait another year to see what I wore next year. This one is by Puredistance. And I've said before how much I love this in extremely high temperatures. So we're talking frost. It's frosty outside. It's snowing. It snowed, by the way, where my parents live. And I just cannot wait for Christmas. This is sandalwood, powdery rose, and just smells white. It's Puredistance white. It smells like white, the color, if that were a thing. And this really comes to life in the coldest of temperatures. And so I have had this small little vial of it, which still costs quite a lot because Puredistance are pure parfums, and you have the concentration written on the little keychain looking thing on it. So it looks like a cigar, right? And it also comes in like a cigar holder when you purchase it. And this one is 38% perfume concentration. So very concentrated, doesn't project super much, lays quite close. So to me, this is just a lovely personal scent. And so I was super happy to get the 60 ml of it, which looks like this. And yeah, hefty price tag, Puredistance is, but I think that when it comes to concentrations, they stay true to that. And so yeah, Puredistance white if you're looking for just a virginal almost smell to wear out in the, but also not. Pure at heart, but mature at mind. And so there you have it. I said this would be a quick video, and I also have to go. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please leave me a comment with what you have been wearing the most this year. How do you administer this collection thing? How many fragrances do you have? And how often is often for you? I would really like to know. I will catch you next time. Thank you so much for watching as usual.